What's going on YouTube? I'm back with another video, and before I get into anything on this video, just want to say if you are new here, I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and like the video. That helps the channel grow, and the channel has been growing at an insane rate lately. So if you are already a subscriber, I really appreciate it. And then also another announcement is that the 502 Fire Packs Series 2 will be coming out this week. So all of the cards have been ordered. Most of them are in. I'm just waiting on 2 more cards to come in. And then we have all of our packages ready. So we have nice 502 Fire stickers and just got to put the cards in there and get them ready to go. And I am planning on announcing the official release probably on Monday of this week. And then the release I am planning on Wednesday. So stay tuned on the YouTube channel, and then also stay tuned on Instagram. So if you have not followed me on Instagram, definitely go ahead and follow me at 502 Frank. Again, it's going to be the same scenario as last time, $65 shipped, and it is first come, first serve. It is a run of 25, so once they're gone, they're gone. And now, getting into this video, this is going to be a look at all of the products that are coming out in February. Not all the products, the most popular products. So I think I'm going to start a new series on the 1st of every month, just talking about the bigger products that are going to release that month. And then once it comes closer to time for specific products to release, I will do a more in-depth review on that product, kind of like I did with Crown Royale. So just some of the bigger stuff that you want to look for out of the product. So with that out of the way, I'll go ahead and start the recording on my iPad here so you guys can see what I'm looking at. And if you see me looking down, that is what I'm looking at. So we can see the same thing. So some of the products that are releasing, as you can see there, it starts on 2/5. We have Donruss Racing. We have Panini Limited Football, which I think there's 2 or 3 football releases in February. And honestly, I've never been a big fan of the look of Limited, so I'm going to pass over that one. I wouldn't consider that one to be the biggest football release in February. So another one that's going to be probably the biggest baseball release is Topps Series 1. But again, I'm not really a baseball guy. I don't want to speak on Topps Series 1. That is going to, I'll pull it up real quick. It is probably going to be a huge release just because it is the first Topps series of 2020. And it is very reasonably priced. As you can see there, hobby boxes should be right around $65. And, you know, again, I don't want to get into too much on that just because I'm not a baseball guy. I can't really speak on what to look for in certain players that you are, or rookies at least, that you are looking for out of there. So I'm going to pass over that one. And the main release that I am looking forward to, and I'm sure if all my basketball guys out there, I'm sure you guys are looking forward to this as well. It is 1920 Donruss Optic Basketball, which releases on February 12th. Now, the retail version of Optic could come out prior to that. It's still up in the air. No one really knows. But Prism did release before Hobby this year, or, you know, I think it was in December, but retail did come out before Hobby. So you probably want to, this week, you probably want to start checking your Targets and Walmarts just in case, because the retail Optic will be every bit as popular as Prism. It is going to fly off the shelves. As soon as it is in your Targets and Walmarts, the first person there is going to buy it all. It's a guaranteed thing. If you can find it, consider yourself lucky. So you definitely want to start checking soon. But again, the official release is February 12th. And this is the main release that I am looking forward to this month. It is, Optic has really gained some momentum over the past year. Prism was pretty much king of basketball cards, at least as far as, you know, the price. National Treasures is obviously a huge product as well, but it is way more expensive. So Optic has really caught up to Prism as far as like the value goes. So as you can see there, hobby boxes are expected to be extremely expensive. Unfortunately, it's just like Prism with, you know, Luka and Zion, the craze and the hype. It has just skyrocketed the prices. So Optic Hobby is going to be extremely expensive. And that is another reason why it is very important to find a retail, because Retail prices have not changed. Your blasters are 20, your hangers are 10, and I think they're probably, I think they had mega boxes. So although the retail prices are always the same, but the hobby just continues to go up. So we'll take a quick look at some of the cards here. There is a holo of Giannis, as you can see there. And then here's a couple, the hobby parallels and then the fast break parallels. So you can see hobby on the left-hand side there starts with holo. Then you have orange to 199, lime green to 149. And I won't mention all those, you guys can see them, but all the way down to your gold vinyl 1 of 1s. And then here are your inserts. So we'll just continue scrolling. And then you have 1920 Diners Optic basketball autographs. And again, I can't really go too much in depth on this just because the checklist is not added. So probably the week that Optic releases, I will release a separate video specifically for Optic and what to look for out of these boxes. So estimated release date, February 12th. You're looking at 4 cards per pack, 20 packs per box, 12 boxes per case. And then if you do get a hobby box, you do get 1 autograph and then 20 inserts or parallels. So this is the main release that I am looking forward to in February, like I said. So we'll continue to scroll down. We were on 212. So then you have Panini Plates and Patches Football, another football product that I'm not really a fan of, just kind of like limited. I don't really like the look of it, so it's not something that I'm going to be going after. But then you see there the next week, 219, we have Panini Select Football, and this is one that I am very excited about. Select is my absolute favorite product. Just love the look of Select. So we'll go ahead and click on that one. And I am expecting, like I said, there's like, I think 3 to maybe 5 football products in February, but I think Select will probably be the most popular one. So as you can see there, it is a little bit more on the expensive side, but nothing compared to basketball. So right around $190. And then looks like the SRP is actually $150. So if you can get it on Panini's website, you will be paying $150. And then they should also do a first off the line release, which I didn't mention with Optic Basketball. Expect a first off the line release with that as well. And then here is a look at your different base levels. So with Select, you always have 3 different levels. You have Concourse, which is the most common. And then you have Premier level, which is the middle of the road. And then Field level is the most rare or valuable parallel. And then as you can see there, there are all of the numbered and colored parallels that you can get out of those. So some of the more popular ones are obviously the silvers, the zebras, which are typically, I believe zebras are case hits. And then it goes, the tie-dyes numbered to 25 are some of my favorites. And then it goes all the way down to the black 1 of 1s. So very, very nice looking cards. I absolutely love the look of Select. So that is one that I'm very excited for. And I am planning on picking up a box of Football Select. So it's been a little while since I've opened some football, but like I said, Select is my absolute favorite. So we'll be picking up a box of that. And then here's what you can expect out of a hobby box. You do get 2 autographs, 1 mem card. You get 15 prisms. And it says 5 are numbered, and then you get 6 inserts. So I am very, very excited for Select Football. Really looking forward to that. So far the 2 products that I am planning on picking up, I'm not going to pick up Optic Basketball Hobby, but for sure plan on picking up Optic Retail. And then I will pick up Select Football Hobby. And now continuing down the list, one product that does interest me is Topps Finest Champions League Soccer. I did look at that and it looks like it has some pretty big names in it, but I just cannot justify buying a soccer box with all of these football and basketball releases that I'm interested in. So could potentially buy into a break of the Champions League Soccer, Topps Finest, but will probably not be picking up a hobby box. And then Upper Deck Series 2 Hockey, again, that's something that I can't really speak on. Just not very knowledgeable about what to look for in there. And then another big release will be 1920 Impeccable Basketball, which is scheduled for 2/26. So we will look at this, and this is a very, very high-end product. It looks like the expected prices are right around $1,000. So I personally will not be picking up a box of Impeccable. You know, depending on what the price is on Panini's website, might try to pick up a box specifically to flip it, but I could not rip that myself. That is just way too expensive. So will not be picking up Impeccable Basketball, but that is always a big release. It's big for breakers. So if you want to hop in a break, you know, something you could look for is a number block break. You could, if you're not familiar with what that is, I would just, you know, look that up. Basically, you are assigned a random number, and if the card if the number on the card matches what your number is, you get that card. So that is something you could potentially look for if you want to get into an Impeccable Basketball break. And then another one that I think will be a very, very big release is Panini One Football. Now, I will not be picking up a box myself because it is pretty expensive, but you do get you are guaranteed one encased card. So as the name says there, Panini One, it is one card, and it is usually a pretty strong checklist. Last year, I know this was a pretty popular release, so it looks like the prices are expected to be right around $130. So it is very high risk, high reward. Like I said, you only get one card, but it was a big release last year, and expect that to be another big one this year. And that really wraps it up for February. As you can see there on 226, we have Panini One. And then another big baseball one will be Topps Heritage Baseball 2020. But again, not something I'm going to speak on. Just not familiar yet with the rookies this year and who to look for. So we're going to pass that one up. And then that really wraps it up for February. And then as you can see there on 3-4, which I'll get more into this for March's video, but Select Basketball, I cannot wait for. Like I said earlier, Select is my absolute favorite product, and I cannot wait for Select Basketball. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. And then, like I said earlier, be on the lookout for those videos coming sooner to when those products release, like Select Football and Optic Basketball. I will go way more in depth on what to look for out of there. So that is going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy this, and I will see you soon.